Hey, this is Charles Reed, and you're listening to Rock On Radio with Danny Coleman on Wi-Fi AM 1460.
What's up, twerps? This is Vicky the babysitter from the Fairly Odd Parents, and you're listening to Rock On Radio with Danny Coleman. Now go to bed, you twerps.
Wow. Producer Claire, do you know what today is?
Yes, I do.
It is April 26th, 2026.
Yeah.
Rock On Radio began on this exact date. The only thing is in 2009, but
It was a
originally
Sunday.
the
Yeah.
program was from 10 to 11 p.m. and
That's late.
it was only an hour long.
Wow.
And it began on WIFI 1460 AM terrestrial radio.
Did you have to stop talking when you went under a bridge?
I did, just to stay in shape. I stopped talking, and whenever there was a thunderstorm in the area, my voice would crack and crackle a little bit. Yeah. But tonight's show is going to be a look back at a lot of them things. We got a whole bunch of people that want to call us, guests that we haven't heard from in years. Excuse me, we'll talk about the 17th anniversary. Certain people who are no longer with us that have affected this program, various segments of this program, people who have touched us, and hopefully people, well, I don't want to say that we've touched because there's that whole restraining order thing again.
I can't speak for you.
But, so it'll be fun tonight here from in the two-track studios of Deco Entertainment. Our social media maven, Madison, is with us. So, Madison, you were like, what, 6 months old when this show started, I guess, something like that?
Somewhere around there. Probably not conscious yet.
You were three.
I was 3.
You were 3.
I was 3. I was a pretty smart 3.
Yeah.
I remember.
So you were listening?
Yeah,
3?
maybe he was playing on the radio at my gymnastics birthday party.
With the Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah, that too. All the things.
Right now, you heard the opener was Charles Lorita.
Yes.
He cut that promo for me when he was on at the station WIFI, which was buried deep in the woods of Burlington County.
And now we're deep in the mountains.
Ah, yes,
High in the
Hunterdon
mountains.
County. Actually, is this Hunterdon County still?
This is Hunterdon County.
Okay.
Nobody could find it. It was very difficult to find. It was on the grounds of a church called the Fountain of Life Ministries, and it was a massive compound. There was a high school. There was a huge, like 1,200 seat auditorium. There was an elementary school, a middle school, and it was on a very large compound. And the station was located because it was a Christian radio station at the time. It was bought by a gentleman who bought 3 radio stations in the area by the name. His name was, ready for this?
Jeff Bezos.
John Forsyth, like the actor.
Oh, wow.
Who'd you say?
Jeff Bezos. I don't know. He buys everything, dude. It's not a bad guess.
That's true. Yeah, no, it was not a bad guess. And over the years, we've had various affiliates from the AM station. We went to internet only at Hamilton Radio for several years, and then to 40-foot hole radio, and then to PANJ radio for a year, and then to City of Angels Radio for 5 or 6 years.
That's
7
when I
years.
came on board.
That's where Claire came on board, and now here we are at the two-track studios of Deco Entertainment. So
Actually, there were 2 iterations of City of Angels.
Right.
So we
And we also had great affiliates. Hamilton Radio was my very first affiliate, and then Gary at the Penguin Rocks, New Jersey Stage, was my second affiliate, and Gary stuck with me. Well, they came on literally like days apart from each other, and Gary has done nothing but support, as well as all those other stations did support this program for the time that we were there or partnered together, and so on and so forth. So, yeah, we're at the 2-track studios of Deco Entertainment. NewJerseyStage.com is another one of our sponsors, who my column this week, Soundbites, Rock On This Week Soundbites, can be found on there. This show can be heard on there, thepenguinrocks.com. We also have Lillipis of Princeton. They are located at 301 North Harrison Street inside the Princeton Shopping Center as a sponsor. We have O'Connor's American Bar and Grill of East Hampton, Mount Holly, New Jersey, who provided the food for the event this past Friday at Tyndall Road Brewery.
Woo!
Another one of our sponsors, 102 Farnsworth Avenue in Bordentown City. Stop in there for Danny's Pick, which will be a fabulous
Oh, you can announce it now, right?
peanut butter chocolate stout.
I knew it.
Correct. We have that going on. And Monk and Monk were fantastic as always. The food was great. What a great night at Tyndall Road Brewery, 102 Farnsworth Avenue. If you're in the mood to draw pictures or paint and you need a framework done, go to Phoenix Art Supply and Framing, located on Route 611, otherwise known as Southeastern Road, in Doylestown, Pennsylvania. Jenny Schaefer has the finest framework and art supplies in the Delaware Valley and beyond. See, that's what happens from this. This is how
She quit.
most women. This is how most women treat me. They just
Yeah. I can see why.
most of the times they're in the middle of a date and they just take off. Madison, see what
they
happens?
they say they gotta go to the bathroom. All of a sudden, they're crawling out the bathroom window.
Yeah. I
Crazy
can,
stuff.
and I'm glad that you can see why. Thank you for that
Yep.
support. I
Yeah.
love that.
Anytime. Hey, I'm here for you, man.
We also have Dee Dee's Lights. Dee Dee is the official chandler of Rock On Radio. She makes all of the candles that we put in to our Rock On Radio charity prize pack giveaways. We have the Sandalwood Scent and Legend. The Legend Scent as well. Dee Dee's Lights, go to dd'slights.com. You'll see that. Speaking of .coms, we also have AsburyParkVibes.com. Diane and Doug run a fantastic outfit where they will take photographs of you, your band, headshots. They write press releases, bios for band and business websites. Go to AsburyParkVibes.com and check that out. We also have Sinister Footwear. Go to SinisterFW.com. Have you checked them out yet, Madison? Any of them fantastic, funky socks?
I haven't, but it's because I get like the cheapest socks I can find, and then I wear holes through them. So maybe I should check them out and invest in some better socks. I always get like the cheap Hanes ones, but then I wear them twice and they got holes in the bottom.
Well, wow.
Yeah.
When that happens to me, I got to cut my toenails.
No, it's like the bottom ball part of my foot. Maybe I
Wow,
twirl around too much.
Wow, what are you doing? You walking around with no shoes?
Actually, that too, yeah. I will do that.
See, I have Marvin the Martian socks. And they got all kinds. They have Rugrats. They have cartoons. They have
cool.
Fairly Odd Parents. They have movies. They have historical events.
Pulp
Go to
Fiction?
Sinister FW. Yes.
Wow.
Scream. Go to SinisterFW.com and see the socks that she has there. Tina, our good friend. And at the end, at checkout, use the promo code DCR Socks. And you'll get 10% off your order.
Okay.
SinisterFW.com. the Jersey Shore Jazz and Blues Foundation. If you go to jsjbf.org, you will see what the foundation is up to. They have events. Reckless Steamy Nights is usually at the Women's Club of Red Bank. The Blues Jam is at the Chubby Pickle in the Highlands. We have Claire and I are emceeing the Jazz and Blues Festival in Long Branch on August 29th this year. So, we do much with the Jazz and Blues Foundation. We went to Clarksdale with them last year.
Maybe next year they'll go again.
Yeah, and I might just stay for the Juke Joint Festival. So
That's a long stay.
That'll put you guys in charge of the radio show. For the
All right. Madison takeover.
The Madison takeover.
I'll have all my friends come on the show. Like, all right, what's up, guys? It'll be Madison's world.
Wayne's World, party time. Excellent.
Oh, yeah. Beer provided. Everyone pull up.
And then you could.
You going to tell Bruce about that?
Well, I'll be 21, so it won't even matter even.
Speaking of 21, I just took a FaceTime call from my birthday girl who just is turned 21 today.
Oh, my gosh.
And, well.
Wait, did I meet her?
No.
Okay.
She's in college.
I was going to say.
She was in jail.
But so I'm like, so have you had any? And she's like, yes.
Yeah.
Her sister is driving her, so that's
so
fun.
she's having a fun time, huh?
They wanted to meet me to see that all the girls, if they look like me. and the guy, one of the guys in the car was like, yep, they all look like you.
Yeah.
There you go.
They really do. I saw some pictures from the trip you took. I was like, wow, there's a bunch of Claires running around.
I have good genes.
Heck yeah.
Excellent. So how can they find us, Claire?
They go to DCROR, which is the short link for Danny Coleman's rockonradio.com.
And Facebook, Danny Coleman's Rock On Radio, the number 2. And Instagram is?
Rock On Radio. Plain and simple.
That's it. At Rock On Radio, all one word, all capital letters. One of the things Claire and I were talking about was some of the segments that we've had on this show over the years. We had Dave the Rave.
That's right. He was one of our last iteration, I think. Right?
Now, Dave the Rave, he reached out to me on LinkedIn, which nobody can do anymore because my account was hacked.
Ooh.
Now I'm Daphne on LinkedIn. They took over my account and changed their profile picture, made me Daphne.
Okay. Are you cuter?
Like Zoink Scoob. So I can't get through on LinkedIn, but Dave reached out to me because he was in broadcasting.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't know where to start or if it was even for him. And he was going to broadcasting school. And he wasn't real happy with the situation the guy had him in from the broadcasting school. So he began to give us the New York City concert report.
Music,
yeah. So Dave the Rave was one of our segments.
Mm-hmm. He was kind of like our Howard the cab driver, in
Yeah, he would just call in every Sunday night at 7:30.
And then COVID hit, so there was nothing going on.
And then we were done.
So that was end.
We also had Sexy Chef Wendy. She would call in with various recipes every Sunday.
Scantily clad from what, but thank God it was radio.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah. Wasn't my fave.
Do I talk about your mother that way?
Oh, she's your mother now.
Yeah, she could be.
Would you really?
No, actually, I'm probably old enough to be her father. But
Probably.
let's go. We'll go in a different direction. So, and we have had various.
Well, see, what was the deco one we had for a while? Who is the? We had remember.
Oh, we had Drew.
Drew.
Drew gave the deco report.
That's right.
For a
we
while.
called it something though with Drew.
The deco, on deck with deco, you called it.
Oh, that's right. I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I used to, because you got mad at me because I said it's the deco report with Mountain Drew.
Oh, that's right. I didn't get mad at you. He didn't like it.
So,
that's right. We had that for a while. That was good.
yeah.
We had George and his mother.
Well, when we were back
walked in with that.
when we were back on City of Angels, we had this caller used to call in, and
Thought he was funny.
it was George's mother.
Yeah, it was George first, and then George's mother.
Yeah, George called up, hung up on us, and then his mother called, and became.
It was kind of bizarre.
And at first she
little
she
scary.
challenged me, and at first she challenged Estelle to a
Mud wrestling, Jello.
to a shaving cream wrestling match out in the parking lot of City of Angels.
Oh boy.
She was special.
One of the locations we used to do this show from, City of Angels,
Mm-hmm.
was in an old church in Heightstown,
Oh.
and it was like the movie Poltergeist. To make
Yeah.
the parking lot, they removed all the headstones of the graveyard behind the church, but then paved right over the bodies.
Oh hell no.
So that church was incredibly
Active.
with paranormal activity. Claire will tell you, we after Rock on Radio, we would sometimes during COVID have to put my blues music show together in piecemeal because I wasn't allowed in the station at WWFM, and we would.
It was
The kid's toy would start to
Start
go
going
off, or
What?
people would think you'd see somebody walking down the hallway.
That is freaky. You know, I listened to that podcast you were on about the paranormal stuff.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. After you talked about it, because
I think I
mean,
talked about the knitting lady in that.
yeah.
She was in that church. Yep.
that
It's-
predated
I mean, I'm
me.
sure there's people out there like that make videos and stuff that are just making it up, but I definitely believe there's some truth to it. I've had that like sleep paralysis once before. That's when I really was like, okay, I don't want to experience anything like that again, whether it's real or not.
Right.
I'd just rather not.
It was real
So,
to you.
Yeah.
Correct.
yeah.
So we've had all kinds of things over 17 years. Well, what we'll do right now, though, is, and again, the show was live.
Yeah. Up
for
till COVID.
The show was live up until COVID, and then we went into Art's basement.
we
our,
were
our
6
former
feet under and
engineer.
6 feet apart.
Right.
Wow.
And the odd part is that, and what we're gonna do is I interviewed Mike Mattaliano for this event. Mike was him and I were in a band called WC Soulshine, and we did all original music and a couple of blues covers tunes. But Mike was with me the night this show started, April 26th, 2009. I show up at 9 o'clock because we go on the air at 10. I show up at 9 o'clock. I can't get into the facility. So somebody, a janitor, happened to be walking by, or somebody that happened to be at the school on a Sunday night, opens the door, which also could have been a ghost for all I know.
True.
Opens the door, lets us in. So we go, as soon as you walk in, there's a staircase. You go right up the staircase, and the radio station was at the top.
Yeah.
Go up there, door's locked. So I start to make phone calls, emails. I'm doing everything that I can. And I send all these messages to my program director. He's not responding. I send them to the owner. He's not responding. Finally, my program director gets back to me at like 20 minutes to 10. Now, the show's got to start at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Gets back to me at like 9:30, 20 minutes to 10, says somebody's on their way. They're going to let you in, but I don't have an engineer. We forgot that you were supposed to start tonight. We forgot to put you on the schedule. Somebody shows up about 10 minutes to 10 to let us in, and I sit down behind the board, and it's a huge radio console because it's terrestrial radio. First thing, when I went to broadcasting school, that board looked a lot different, let me tell
I
you.
can imagine.
There was a lot of things that were different. And now I got to figure out how to get the program that's on the air, off the air, so that we can, and figure out how to get us to go live. So by the time that was all said and done, it was probably about 15 minutes past 10 o'clock. But the show did go off, and it went off a lot better than expected.
Wow.
But it was a great night, and Mike Mattaliano here from WC Soulshine is going to he's going to tell you from his perspective what happened.
Hey, Danny, this is Mike Mattaliano. How you been, brother?
How would I not know that, my friend? I am so glad that you called. Oh, well, I am so glad that you called because you, along with Slim, our good friend Mike Thompson, and Bob, the fertilizer, Ferda, were the very first guests ever of Rock On Radio. And here it is, 17 years later, man.
17 years later. So that would have been, what, 2009?
2009, yeah. April 26th, just like today's date, April 26th, 2009 was that night that we got locked out of the studio and the engineer wasn't there.
Yeah. I have memories of that night. It was a little crazy, chaotic in that little studio in Florence over there. But, what I was thinking about is kind of like the weeks and months prior to that first show and kind of like what led into it. I wanted to mention some things about that, man. We at the time were playing the circuits, the original circuits with the WC Soulshine. And, you and me were very passionate about original music. And, we had our ties with Asbury. Through your connections, through WBCB Radio, Nick Cataldi, God rest his soul.
Yeah, he passed away.
Calvin Izzard.
Yep.
Yeah, great guy, giving us the opportunities to be heard, have our music heard at the time. And, and I remember when this opportunity kind of came up saying, we can have our own radio show. And how excited you were about having an outlet. And this was all about original music. And it was so cool. I mean, when we were on those radio programs and having somebody support us in our music and getting it out there. And, you can get feedback on it. Because this was a time before podcasts. People were still selling CDs. And we had just these people in our corner, getting our music out there.
Yeah.
And I remember the day you said to me, got this opportunity to do a radio program. Like, you shared your ideas. You were so enthusiastic about it. And I remember you saying, like, what are we going to call it? And the catchphrase at the time was, rock on. And I remember you and your UPS every day, seeing you.
And Kim Sentek, remember, with the rock on?
Yeah, all the time, every day. Rock on. Debbie Jones, Debbie Oakley now.
Yeah.
And I remember going in there that night. I know we brought some instruments. It was you, me, Mike Thompson, and the fertilizer. And no engineer. We were scrambling through the studio. And you found the buttons, how to plug the music in, how to plug the phone calls in. And I remember we did play that night. I don't remember what we played, but it was a grassroots concept that you had. And now look at it, man. 17 years later,
Right.
and you have cemented and earned your place in the history of Trenton music, and well deserved, my friend.
Well, wow, that's pretty humbling, man. Thank you, Mike, for that I appreciate that. It was definitely funny. Was Joe Powell with us in studio that night?
He might have been the one in there, maybe taking some pictures or recordings. Do you have that show recorded, that first show?
I have it. Well, no, I don't think so. You know why? Because I would have to look, because the first couple of years I was on the air, of course, we were on AM radio. They used to give me my show at the end of the night. They would give it to me they would burn it to a CD. And all of those are in my storage unit. So I have to take a look at what I have. But I didn't know how to... believe me, I sat down behind that board after going to broadcasting school back in 1982. And I sat down back in 1982. They were still using 8-track cartridges. And everything was knobs. There were no sliders. I mean, that board to me, I had to feel, I'm like, okay, so let's figure this out. And if you recall, we went on the air about 10 minutes late to...
I do recall that, yeah.
because we were supposed to go on the air at 10 o'clock, and we didn't get in till 10 after 10. So, or until, not 10 after 10, till about 9:45. They told us to be there at 9, and we didn't get in till somebody actually came and let us in. And then we had to figure everything out and get a mic check and whatever else. So, but I look back at that now, and it was just all part of the process, you know?
Yeah. So, like, what were people hearing on the other side of the dial there? Just white noise?
No.
Were they hearing what the hell was going on in the studio that night?
Oh, gosh, if they had heard that before we went on the air. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been
so
funny.
Michael Grady wasn't there that night. He was
Right.
part of our band. So that's why we got the substitute guy to come in.
Slim.
Mike Thompson on bass.
Mm-hmm.
And I know we played some songs in the studio. I don't remember what we played. But we probably made the best of it. It was probably funny. I do remember some phone calls coming in.
Yeah.
And finally getting some songs played out there on the air.
Yeah.
Which I do remember getting feedback about, the next day and that week.
Well, that's good. You mentioned Calvin Izzard earlier. Calvin retired and moved down to... originally, he moved down to Delaware. He might be down in Florida now. I'll have to reach out to him and let him know that we're speaking well of him for this.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
absolutely. I mean, looking back at that and knowing, we had an outlet at the time that these guys were actually taking the time to support us playing our music. I ran into Nick Cataldi a few times over the years, and he would say to me, I still play you guys on the late night hour. And sometimes people call and ask for a song. I mean, how cool is that?
Right? No, that was fantastic.
Yeah.
And we went on Cal's show because we were part of that. We went on, if you remember this, was on New Year's Eve. Because we were part of that anti-drunk driving campaign that we were on that compilation disc.
Oh, yeah, we were part of that. Yeah, I do remember that.
And that's why Cal had us on New Year's Eve. Because, unfortunately for me, I had the day off, but and you guys got out early. So I
remember. Yeah,
right.
Cutting out of work for that.
Yep. Yeah. So, God, that was so... It doesn't seem like 17 years ago, man. I had hair and it was brown back then.
I remember, man. It matched your UPS out.
That's right. I had more hair and less weight. Now I got more weight and less hair. I don't understand that whole process.
Oh, man. But look how times have changed, though, man. Yeah. Now we're in the age of podcasts, and original artists can now, plug their own music and put it online. And we didn't have that back then.
No.
So it was nice that you kind of gave people all these years an outlet of support. And, looking back then, it was so nice to have these people, like, to play our music and to support us.
Yeah, it was.
It was like any little thing. Yeah. But, yeah, man, we had some great times.
And the thing about WBCB, it's owned by the voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, Merle Reese. Yeah.
Merle Reese. Yeah, I remember. No, dude, we wrote the WBCB jingle.
Yep.
Remember that?
Yep. I remember
We
that.
played it.
Oh, yeah. That was too funny. Too funny. We did a lot. Well, what are you going to do?
No, I know, man.
Well, Mike, thanks,
Let
man.
me say, this is, let's go Flyers, baby.
Yeah, that time of year. Fantastic.
I know.
Hey, man, well, I'm going to play a WC Soulshine tune now. And first off, thank you for your kind words. Thank you for being one of the very first guests of Rock On Radio. And thank you for your support over these 17 years. I appreciate you, man.
You got it, man. You're my brother, and I'll be seeing you at the Knot the next time you're there.
Oh, fantastic. All right, sir, rock on.
Yeah. Rock On Radio.
The dancing and the laughter have sunk without mattress. The preachers are still preaching about right and wrong. Don't say nothing about women. They just let them on. Yeah. Black cat's coming. I see him running. Black cat's coming. It's coming down. Way uptown. Yeah, in the morning. Coming on down. Oh, yeah. Sing the bell. Tell you.
Welcome back to the Rock on Radio 17th annual or 17th anniversary party.
That's right.
Here from the 2-track studios of Deco Entertainment. That was Black Cat by W.C. Soulshine.
And you were in
That you
WC
just heard.
Soulshine.
Correct. Now, over the years, we've lost quite a bit of our family here at Rock on Radio. Engineer Art being the most notable.
Significant,
And I tried to find clips. I mean, I went back.
I sent you all those places of where it would be because he laughed.
And I just did not have the time before this show to go through 7 years of. I was trying to capture that laugh, or when he used to make fun of me,
or play Brown Sugar.
or play Brown Sugar, so I could dance like
Let's
Mick
see.
Jagger.
Let's see. I have to. I didn't have it queued up, but you have to show the camera what you used to do.
Oh, that's right. I used to do my Mick Jagger
Right?
impersonation.
Actually, I'll get it for you, and then I'll have to surprise you.
Okay, there you go. That's what Art would do. He would just surprise me with the Brown Sugar in the middle of a show.
Oh my god.
And I was like Pavlov's dog. I'd be like, but we also lost our good friend and Bruce's cousin, Kenny Siegel. We lost.
Hey, hey, hey. Yo.
Killed it.
Hey, Mick. That's what Art would do, yeah.
Santa Ray was.
We
one
also
I did.
lost Santa Ray from this program. Santa Ray was a fantastic individual. I always tell a story at the Christmas party about how when my nephews were 7 and 5, he told me, just go out and get them a gift, and I'll get there as early as you need me. And like the show didn't start till 8 o'clock. He showed up at 5. And he showed up at 5 and let my nephews, they got a private audience with Santa. And he looked like Santa.
Wow.
He had a real Santa outfit,
vibe.
not the cheap thing, and he had a real beard. And,
Oh.
He dressed in red all year round,
Oh wow.
so he always looked like Santa.
Nice. Really about it.
Santa Ray is no more, Art, and we just lost so many people.
Kenny Siegel.
I just mentioned
Oh, you
Kenny,
did?
yeah.
Oh, I didn't miss that.
While
You were looking for the Mick Jagger.
Brown Sugar.
Sorry. Yeah, DL Byron was our sponsor for a long time for hot
DL
sauce.
Byron of DL Byron and the Heartbeats, who back in the day, and when MTV actually played music and music
Yeah.
videos, they had the #1 video for like 3 weeks running. And DL wrote Shadows of the Night,
Pat
or
Benatar.
Shadow of the Night for Pat Benatar.
Wow.
And that won a Grammy Award for Rock Song of the Year in 1984 or 5, I want to say, something like that.
Sounds about right.
Maybe earlier, 81. But he lived in Manhattan, but yet he started making hot sauce. He would go to all them street vendors, like the Korean street vendors and the Chinese and some of the Latino grocery stores, and find the hottest hot peppers that they had, and he blended them all together and made
Yeah, the
this.
city's a good spot if you're looking for stuff like that.
And it was called Zen Archer hot sauce. And he would just, every month, he would send me a bottle of Zen Archer hot sauce. Unfortunately, right after COVID began, DL passed away.
He had just come on our show, too.
Yeah, he passed away unexpectedly. So we've lost a lot of really cool people, but this guy, I'm going to play a clip right now from the last time I saw him, the last time he was on this program, and the last time he was at a Christmas show.
Yeah.
The first time this gentleman ever appeared on Rock On Radio, he's like, I'm going to bring some other musicians with me. And I was on Hamilton Radio at the time, and we were in the Dwyer Center in Groveville, which is where City of Angels Radio was born. And I could have sworn he brought a 52-passenger bus. He must have brought 10 different people with him. But when I started performing in bands around Asbury Park, he kind of took me under his proverbial wing, and him and I gigged with a lot of different people, and we did a lot of different original music with people. And we talk about the comedy of when he tried to get me to put drums on a track that had already been completed with no click track and nothing. I mean, it's pretty funny, but he passed away recently. Danny Rongo passed away.
Yep. His last was the Christmas before that was the last one.
Danny Rongo and I were, I loved that man. I really did. He was such a good man.
I'm glad I had the interview with the two of you. I still have that.
Oh, you have that, the one we did for the
For
Hamilton Arts? Yeah. The YouTube show, and what a great guy, Danny Rongo.
We had the Paul Nelson and
Paul Nelson is another one that
Ronnie
passed
Howden.
away. Ronnie Howden. Jerry Monk and I were just talking about Ronnie last week because he's like, because that's incredible. You meet Ronnie, we have lunch at the Roost, and here's this drummer from this world famous prog rock band having lunch at the Roost. Nobody bothered him. But what a funny guy! How good a guy. Then he came on the program.
He was great. What a great show.
And within 6 months after he came on the show, he passed away.
Yeah,
and it's a shame.
Yeah.
Every now and then I repost that podcast I did with him. He's such a great guy. Voted one of the top 25 drummers of all time.
Yeah, he was the
Ronnie
25th,
Howden.
and he was like, "Yep, I made the list." He didn't care. He was so humble.
Fine gentleman.
So Anita Wise too.
Anita Wise, a comedian who's been on here, passed away. God rest her soul. What a sweetheart. Ronnie Ungarini from Trenton Blues, who I've known since I was 18 years old. These people were all big supporters of this show and music and various arts, and it's really something. But here's a little segment from the last time I enjoyed Al Vissa's company. I used to be in a cover. Him and I tried putting together a cover band. It was me, him, Bobby D'Onofrio, and this girl, Patty Tracy Healy. So Patty Healy. But she used to terrorize Al. It was funny. She used to call his real name was Schnitzer, his last name, Al Schnitzer, and he just went by Alvis, I guess. But he was in bands with Vinny Lopez, like J.P. Gotrock and things like that.
Didn't they say something about like he could pull up any song and play it, no matter like he could just hear it and play the song, no matter what?
Al was he had a very good ear. He knew the history of Asbury Park. I played the very last Chickaboom gig. Their drummer couldn't make it, and I played it at the Celtic Cottage in Long Branch, so which was right around the corner from the Brighton Bar. And Al and I, we did a lot of different things that way. And so here it is. It's followed by his song. I could not find in my files, the song that we discussed. It's called The Leaving, that we did with Kathy, and her last name escapes me now too, but Al and her and Cook Smith recorded it, and I was like, Al, you don't want drums on that? Nah, I don't think so. 2 days later, I want you to put drums on this. Well, it was all said and done, and that was a very difficult It must have taken 400 takes to get it somewhat correct. Al didn't care, though. He was just happy to have drums. So but I do play a song that pretty much summarizes Alvis. It's called Road Construction at the end of this interview. So here is a little snippet from Alvis. No, I put up the
But
invisible
we're gonna do
wall.
Kenny next too, right?
No, we are, but
Yeah.
I'm going to finish with Al real
Okay,
quick
good,
here
good, good.
because Alvis. Now I know you're kind of ailing a little bit health-wise, but what do you have going on? Anything?
Well, I got a couple of things. I'm trying to do as much as I can under the circumstances. As everybody knows, I've had kidney failure a couple of years ago, so I've been dealing with that and problems associated with that. But I've been recording with artistgroupmusic.com, and that's who put out my Clown in the House CD. So I've got a 6-song EP out with that, and I'm also doing gig here and there with like Lauren Bazzelli, Lady Buzz.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you remember her? And so
Is she singing again?
Oh yeah, well as much as we can. She does a lot of conventions and stuff these days. Like today, that's where she was. That's why she can't be here. She's at a convention with her boyfriend. They do like Comic-Cons.
Comic-Cons and stuff, yeah.
She's just an incredible person. She's got all these talents. So that's I'm doing as much as I can. I can't do a lot. I'm hoping if I get a kidney, I'll be able to do more. And that's pretty much my story.
All right, somebody give Al a kidney, will you? What do you guys? Who's had it?
I think I saw one over there with the food, isn't it?
Well, it might be. Yeah, no, that might be liver and onions. But
And you don't want Danny's liver.
No, you don't. Actually, my liver's probably this big. I can give you part of it if you want.
True.
But yeah, I mean, come on, somebody. One of you guys got to be drunk enough to give Al your kidney. No?
Maybe not today.
Maybe you.
tomorrow.
You can.
I could do that.
Yeah.
What's that? What was that scene from Young Frankenstein? AB Normal? Abby Normal?
Abby Normal.
Abby Normal. That's right. It's correct. He's going to be very popular.
He must be really popular.
Right? Well, that's good, Al. I am so glad. You don't have any idea how it warms my heart that you made it here today, man.
Well, thank you.
I was sitting down and I was thinking, because I really didn't go nuts promoting the party this year or anything.
Yeah, I didn't see it anywhere, yeah.
And
Keeping it a secret.
I created a Facebook event
Everybody.
4 weeks ago, but it was more actually for the air dates of the shows. And I said, I was sitting down thinking, well, I probably should invite some people or, I'm wasting the space. And Diane was kind enough to give it to us. And then I was like, oh, shoot, Alvis.
Been a few years, hasn't it?
I know. But I'm always glad to see you, my friend,
It's
because
good to
I've
see
always
you.
had a good time with you. And,
We
you
will again, too.
kind of took me under your Asbury Park history wing there and brought me in on some projects. And it was always fun sharing a stage with you, my friend.
Yeah, you played on one of my singles, actually, didn't you?
Yeah, the one with Kat.
Yeah, The Leaving, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
which
we
was
go back,
which
Danny
was
and I.
funny in itself because the whole record was cut, and then Al decided he wanted to add drums. So we went to Cook Smith's basement, and I was trying to figure out how to put drums on something that was already recorded
And there was no click track.
with no click track. So
But it worked.
And I'm sure you did a great job.
We handled it in post-production.
Yeah,
It was
there you
fun.
go.
Well, I'm heading down the parkway about 5:15. I'm moving pretty good, going about 60, 65. Just as I pass the tolls down at 117, there's a pile of red staring right back at me. Every time I try to get home to you, I hit road construction. Road construction. I hit road construction. Every time I try to get home to you, I hit road construction. So I turn around and cut over to Route 18. Figure I'll catch Route 34 down past Aberdeen. But I'm halfway down a freehold, my engine burning hot. The road in front of me just turned into a parking lot. Every time I try to get home to you. I hit road construction. I got a woman and a dinner waiting for me, but I can't get there from here, and it's almost 6:30. So I keep on moving backwards and going back and forth. To try to get south, I just keep heading north. So now I'm over on Route 35, and I'm hitting all the lights. It's been a long day, but it'll be a longer night. I made it down through Red Bank, so I think I'm home free. There's a man with a yellow sign in front of me. Every time I try to get home to you, I hit road construction. Road construction. I hit road construction. I hit road construction. Every time I try to get home to you, I hit road construction.
Hey everyone, it's Laura Cannavo, and I just want to say Danny and Claire and also Artie, he was there at the time of my interview with Danny, and the show was great. I had such a great time, and everyone was wonderful. We had a lot of laughs, and it was just a great time. I'm still doing hair. I have a studio in Shrewsbury, and I just want to say thank you so much for having me on the show, and I wish you guys all the best of luck. Love you all.
Well, hello there, sir.
Miss Claire, how are you?
I am good, and you are on the air.
David, how are you, my friend?
Hey, happy 17th. Is there a certain thing that goes with that? Silver, gold,
Paper.
bronze?
Puberty?
Paper.
I don't know, David.
Puberty. Good Lord. You should be out of puberty by now.
Gosh, David, can you believe 17 years I've been doing this, and you've been around for quite a bit of it as well. So I am always thrilled to talk to you, my friend.
Likewise. I'm thinking that, what were you, like 25 or so when you started this?
In dog years,
He wishes.
I remember actually the first time I did it, you were doing it out of Mama's Music in Red Bank.
Wow.
And can you remember that far back?
Well, I was doing that was my YouTube show.
What's next?
That was One More with Danny Coleman.
Oh, okay.
This show began on this actual date, April 26th, 2009. At an AM station down in Burlington County that nobody could find.
Kind of like here.
Yeah. I have this, I've been mocked by guests because I have this penchant for picking stations that no one can find.
And yet, here
well, at
we
least you're
are.
consistent.
This is true. Very true. So, yeah. Do you have, David, do you have any kind of favorite or not so favorite memory of any of the things that you and I have done together over the last almost a decade, I guess, or around a decade? Any of your appearances on the program or anything?
Well,
go ahead.
One of the most fun things was, I think it was the 10th anniversary show at the Asbury Hotel.
Mm-hmm. That was
right?
good. Yeah, that was great.
Was that?
Yep,
Yes.
that was 10. And then 15 was at Salty's. You were at both.
which was also. Go ahead.
I said you were at both.
Yes. But the 10th was particularly fun, I think. It was the first anniversary party or show that I got to play, and there was just so many other friends on the bill, which was really fun. And I think I met a few new friends that night as well, too. I think Mr. Williams, I'm not sure if he's going to be on the show. We met for the first time that night there, and that was a super fun night. I mean, that one jumps out immediately. But
that was good.
Yeah, that was that was one. And David, they get me. Claire got me at the 10th, and then her and Helen O'Shea got me at the 15th. They always make me cry, David.
Well, it's not a tough task.
Oh, hey, oh!
So true.
Wow.
I don't mean that in any bad or derogatory way, but there's a strong man that can cry,
Well, well, first off, I have thoroughly enjoyed meeting you and being part of the, having you be part of the Rock on Radio legacy, I guess, or family. Well, that's a given. But I sit back and I think, and it's funny because I can't go anywhere, whether it's the grocery store or out to a bar or a restaurant. And if I hear a Whitney Houston song or Rupert Holmes or Phoebe Snow, I'm like, my buddy Dave played guitar for all three of those people. And now,
funny,
go ahead.
I have does it have a very different effect on me.
Start twitching.
Yeah, I hear Whitney, I'm like, oh no.
Well, speaking of things that have an effect on you, I have two of them. My first question actually is how is the lovely Miss Dana? Is she okay?
She is doing great, thank you. Yeah. She's we're all three of us are enjoying life here in Connecticut, and I was down in Jersey last weekend, and then that was fun, but it was even more fun to wake up back in Connecticut the next morning.
Right.
I mean, we just live the part we live in. It's just so pretty. I mean, it looks like the Hudson Valley. We border the Hudson Valley, so it's there's rivers and lakes and trees and mountains, and it's just and now that everything's getting green, it's just really pretty.
That's a beautiful part of the country.
Well, and you chose to move there despite the cold weather forecast, so that's a good thing.
Well, you know what? I enjoy cold weather. I'm one of the few people that, summer is my least favorite season because I'd much rather be cold than hot. So it fits right in. And you know what? I don't know. I mean, it's a few degrees colder here than New Jersey, but not much. It's
off the water.
Well, I am very glad that it all worked out for you and Dana up there. But which leads me to my second question. When you and I first met and began to encounter each other, you, my friend, were being pressured by all sorts of people, myself included, to put out a solo record. And now you've put out like 648 of them in a span of like 6 months. So now you have a new record out called, is it Ghosts? Ghost Towns, right?
Ghost Towns, that's it. Yes, it's just over 2 weeks old, just a baby, and it only feels like 680. It's only 4, Danny.
Yeah, 4, 680. Because on the very first Rock on Radio appearance that you did, you're like, yeah, my wife's been saying you got to make an album. You got my friends, you got to make an album. You got to make an album. I guess one day I'll get around to it. And then all of a sudden you put out one. And like a year later, you put out a second one, and you were unstoppable.
Well, you have to remember too that we'll go back to Dana again, but I didn't start writing songs until 2005. 14. I
Right.
think I wrote my first song, and I did that kicking and screaming. And Dana was the pressure behind that. Says, "There's no reason why you shouldn't be writing your own music." And I said, "Well, there's a really good reason. It's hard."
Well, very true.
And still, but yeah. So what is that? 12 years into this, I'm definitely not a prolific writer, but I'm getting it done.
Well, David, I have thoroughly enjoyed playing your music on this program and my indie hour, as well as sitting down with you and having you at the Christmas spectaculars and having a drink and just hanging out and shooting the baloney, talking about music. And I am so thrilled that you have graced me with your time on multiple occasions over the last 17 years.
Well, it is very easy to do, and I not only speak for myself, but I think many people, all the people that both local and nationally that you've helped get airtime to and help promote their music and do all the things that you do is just an amazing feat and an amazing service for us.
Well, I try my
musicians
best.
and songwriters.
As a musician, I know what it's like, to struggle to get your air time done, and in. All right, David. Well, thank you, man, so much for calling. And then when we hang up, I'm going to play off your new album, Ghost Towns. I'm going to play Hard.
Oh, that's good.
Right? That's the latest single, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. I did. That was the second of two before the album came out, and it's been getting a surprisingly good amount of airplay, which is
awesome.
It's tough because it's a 5-minute song, so I didn't know. Most people don't want to commit to having a song on that long. So,
well,
thank you.
We're intrepid.
We're gonna.
That's
That's
right.
what separates us from those other guys, Dave. All right, buddy.
Well, happy 17th, and I'm glad that you guys are still doing this and doing it well. And I was going to say, here's the 17 more, but you might not want to do 17 more years.
Dave, I may not be alive in 17 minutes, let alone 17 more years, man. Who knows?
I hope he is. He's got a show to do.
Yeah, there's too much paperwork for Claire if I pass out here.
Exactly. Don't die on me, man.
Yeah, please.
And Dave, we now have a social media maven. Madison is here with us tonight too. So
Hello, Dave.
Hello, how are you?
I'm so good. How are you?
Good, thank you. Good.
But I've actually got socks older than Madison, so it's a great dynamic we have going on in here, David.
Yeah. It all balances out. We all average out to a calm little, 40, 30?
Yeah, she brings our average age down to 26. But all right,
wish.
David.
Yeah, I'm 4 years old.
Thank you, sir, for
see you
everything
soon.
you've done for this
Thank you,
program
guys,
over
yes.
the years and for calling us tonight.
Yes, sir.
My pleasure, and hopefully we'll get to see you guys in person sometime soon.
All right, rock on, my friend.
Rock on.
Let a little of this rub off. Get out of your head and all your thoughts. It's the moment when things went bad. 'Cause some of the time you wish you had back. This old city still stares you down. Maybe you shouldn't stick around. Been stuck here since that day. You never had too much to say about it. Need to grab hold of something. Need to expect more than nothing. Sometimes it just
and I just wanted to wish Danny Coleman and Rock on Radio a wonderful 17th year anniversary. And I have known him for many, many years, and I'm so proud of him and all his accomplishments. We started out together way back in the day at MySpace, and look at him go now with all of the wonderful guests he has and the great contribution he's made to independent music and the arts in our community, and I'm just very proud to call him my personal friend.
Yes, and I always found it kind of odd because this program started on AM radio, terrestrial radio, and then when I switched to internet, everybody began, I lost all this legitimacy because everybody began saying to me, oh, so it's not real radio? It's only on a computer? It's not. Well, every FM station at the time also had, an AM station also had, not at the time, but shortly thereafter, also had their own streaming on their own websites. So
yes, and still do.
Exactly. And then I started a blues music show in January of 2020, and the very first night it was on the air, there was a trouble with the licensing agreement at the station's with the station's computer. So the entire thing went off, and all these people began texting me about how we can't hear you. What's going? Just go put it on a radio. We don't have a radio, and I'm not going out to my car. We don't and this was an FM station, and all of a sudden, everybody's listening to everything online, but yet this program struggled for legitimacy because it wasn't on a dial. So there's that dinosaur mentality that I think people have begun to lose at this stage of the game,
which is good.
Well, I mean, I think you're right in that it's changing constantly, and it's going to continue to do so. So, I think as far as rights are concerned, that's where I spend most of my time. What I think about is how do I get paid as a songwriter, right? So this is important. This is important for people like me because we create original content. We're not a cover band, we're not a tribute act. Right. That's a whole other beast. We create new music. So for us, for writers, it is starting to very slowly get better, but it's going to still take a long time because the shift that the internet gave us, going from a system that worked in a certain way every time for decades, is still catching up to what it is now. So it's going to take some time, but it's starting to happen.
Well, you have is it a single or is it part of a record? Future Trap is the single?
Future Trap is the single, and the name of the album is The Future Trap, and it's coming out in May.
Ah, okay. All right. Well, we're going to play that right now, and I have to move on because I have another caller coming in.
Yeah, and Jann, what's the name of the album? Future Trap.
Did you guys not read the press release?
Oh, I didn't. I'm just a sound engineer, so Danny read it all.
Okay.
I'm just looking at the little album here, so.
She was interjecting.
Well, let me also interject. So yes, it's a new album that's coming out May 29th. It's a concept album. This is there are two other singles that have come out, or two other songs that have come out in the last year. The Lost Kingdom, which is a song I wrote with Annie Haslam from Renaissance that Rachel Flowers features on.
Oh,
and
nice.
When I'm With You, which is a song that I wrote with Everett Bradley, who is in a band called Bon Jovi. You might have heard of them. And we also have some other co-writes on the album that's coming out May 29th. Marcella Detroit from Shakespeare Sister and Eric Clapton's band. She famously wrote Lay Down Sally. She's a guest on the album as well. And the single came out on last Friday.
Oh, okay.
And the album is coming out May 29th.
Oh, fantastic.
And we'll be in New York City for a show May 30th at the Bitter End. And we will be in Sellersville, Pennsylvania for a show at the Sellersville Theater June 6th. And May 10th will be at Long Island, where are we there? Port Washington Public Library.
Ooh.
And then I've got some tour dates coming up and heading overseas again. I just came back from London. I just performed in London last weekend for an event, and that was great. And we premiered the single there, actually, which was cool.
Oh, cool.
So there's a lot going on.
Fantastic. Well, we're going to play Future Trap because I got to let you go. I got another call coming in. Actually, they've called twice while we've been on the phone. So I got to get to them. That's all right, Jan. Not a problem. We got 2 hours. So we will. I wish you luck with it, buddy. And we're going to play Future
Thanks,
Trap.
man.
Thanks for everything,
Thank you,
Jan.
Danny. And thanks to your listeners. And see you next time.
Rock on, my friend.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Rock on.
Gave you everything you wanted, no matter what you called it. You know I did it all for you. Breath's getting tighter, heart's beating faster every time I look at you. It's only life. I'm running like a madman, running to the future. It's only life. Tell me why. I'm running like a madman, running to the future. A lifetime in a second. You know I couldn't help it. I never could believe the truth. Caught in the illusion. I didn't need a reason to be bound to you. It's only life. I'm running like a madman, running to the future. Only life. Tell me why. I'm running like a madman, running to the future. How can I break the cycle? Be okay with what I got. I'm running like a madman, running to the future. Only life, only life. I'm running like a madman, running to the future. It's only life. Tell me why. I'm running like a madman, running to the future. It's only life, only life. I'm running like a madman, running to the future. Only life. Tell me why. I'm running like a madman, running to the future. I'm running like a madman, running to the future. I'm running like a madman, running to the future.
The first thing that really came into my mind is that I was just amazed at what you do, all the time and energy you spend to promote and spread the word of local bands and music. You interview us, you play our music, you talk about our schedules, you promote us, and it's just certainly a labor of love there, and I was just amazed that it's much needed, and I was just amazed and thrilled that someone would make us feel like rock stars, you know, and give us the attention that no one else would.
There we go.
There we are.
Steven!
Here we are.
Killer Keller.
How are you? How are you, Steven? That's my fault. I had I thought we set calls up every 15 minutes. They're every 10. And
Mm-hmm.
Claire's over there doing everything but threatening me with a handgun. And
That's okay. That's okay.
And I'm
I
thinking,
just
we
do
still
what I'm
got
told.
10 minutes.
And I kept hanging up on you.
So what do we got? I'm doing great. How are you?
All right, buddy. 17 years. Can you believe it?
17 years. That's what I'm calling about. That's congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Absolutely.
You were around for quite a few. Well, you've been around for just about all of them.
Just about all. I was thinking about that earlier. Probably 15, but I don't know exactly. 16, 15.
Yeah.
But I knew you pretty early on.
Yes, you did. And
We've had a lot of fun.
Yes, some we can't talk about on the air. At least
Some we
not yet.
cannot and will not.
But and unfortunately, we don't have time to talk about everything that we have done because we'd be here for. It would be like a 12-part miniseries.
Yeah, you got that right.
But I always enjoyed when you would come down the 40-foot hole studios with Dave and hang out with us and join the show and chime in and I always supported Ripped no matter what and your music.
Appreciate that.
And you've been a huge part of Rock to Adopt for this is going to be the 12th year, I believe, right?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
year? Yeah. So
It's been a long time, and it's really shaping up again this year for Veterans Park.
Okay.
And what was that, Beechwood, New Jersey?
Yeah, that's a
Is
nice
that
place.
Beechwood?
Last year I went there. Yeah, the new
So
place.
yeah, it's been growing, and we found a huge park.
that's where that Soulsational Festival used to be that David and I always had the people in on.
Oh yeah,
In that park.
that's awesome.
Yeah. So do you have a favorite Rock on Radio memory over the years? Something we can say that's not going to get us arrested?
There's been so many, like when we called Tiffany and got her voicemail, and I left a message and she called back. I for some reason always remember that. It's a guilty pleasure, Tiffany.
Well, here in the 2-track studios, Tiffany's picture's on the wall because she is a
I know.
deco entertainment artist.
I know she is.
And she the last time she was in town, Madison, who was here with me, and I and Bruce and Charlie were here. Madison got to have lunch with her. I had another appointment, so I couldn't hang out, but we stayed here.
I would never turn down lunch with Tiffany. I'll
Well,
tell you that.
I had to go, but I did get to interview her for half an hour face to face.
That's good. That's great.
So oh gosh, I forgot about that. She called and Steve calls her back and leaves a voicemail, and then she called back again.
Pumpkin Tiffany.
Yeah.
That was funny. So what's going on with Ripped?
Well, we're in pre-production for our 5th album right now. We have a producer, John Albino, who is amazing from Absolute Music and Bulletproof Music Productions. And like I said, we're in pre-production now. And it's coming together very quickly, and I'm excited about the new material. Can't wait to get it out to you.
Well, fantastic. Yeah, get it to me as soon as you have it, and I'll make sure it
Absolutely.
gets on the air when you want me to. When I have the
Yeah.
okay, I will begin to play.
Well, we have Down and Dirty, right? So is that the newest one?
Yeah, we have Down and no, it's not the newest one, but we have Down and Dirty.
No, it's not a new one.
Ready to Cure.
But that's a new recording. It's a
Good.
live recording that's been totally mixed and mastered for the show. So
Where'd you record it at?
it was recorded at Bulletproof Music for a live EP that we're putting together, and we mixed it down, and we're waiting to do whatever we do with it, B-sides or a bonus track or Rock on Radio exclusive.
There you go. That's perfect. And we're going to air it tonight. This has not been heard yet.
That's right.
No,
This is still in the planning stages, and it's not going to cut off after like 30 seconds or something.
Not that I know of.
Like
No,
when they
it
give you
should
those
be-
previews.
No, it's going to be a 3-minute and 20-second assault on your ears.
Nice.
In a good way.
That's a beautiful thing. All right, man.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to play it, Killer.
All right.
And,
I just want to thank you and congratulations. And let's get together soon.
Well, yes, we have to. we should, because I joke around a lot and I say this a lot, but when I say it to you, it comes from the heart. I love you, man. You and I
love you, brother.
have been through some stuff, So
No, it's all about support, both ways, always, every way.
So I am thrilled that you called, and like I said, just keep sending me the music, and I'll keep playing it, my friend.
Absolutely.
We'll see
All
you at
right. Well,
Rock to
thank you,
Adopt.
and have yes. I hope to see you there. But that's September 27th this year.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah, and we have a show coming up next month in Rutherford at the Williams Center, which is an old vaudeville theater.
Where at?
In Rutherford, New Jersey.
I mean, what's the event?
Oh, it's Ripped and Annika.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, so that's the 22nd of May.
Okay.
And we have a nice slot on that one. We're direct support.
All right, fantastic. All right,
Yeah.
killer.
All right, thank
All
you
right,
for everything,
well-
everyone. Have a good night, happy anniversary, and party it up.
And here's Down and Dirty. Rock on, my
Get
friend.
ripped. Rock on.
Walking over, stopping up the day now. Today and every day, this time I'll do it right. Look on fire, I'm out and on the road. Baby, that's Friday. It's gonna come roll. Let's try it. Down and dirty, Lord, I gotta give it up. Down and dirty, whiskey, go get it, roll. Down and dirty, Lord, you make me feel so fine. Down and dirty, Lord, my women know the time. She wanna party. I must have lost my head. Oh, yeah, I'm really sorry for things I might have said. I dare, oh, now you're talking. Let's go and get some beer. Somebody rock it. It's like I know I'm here. Yeah, that's right. Down and dirty, Lord, I gotta give you some. Down and dirty, whiskey, go get it, Lord. Down and dirty, Lord, you make me feel so fine. Down and dirty, Lord, my women are good. Oh, she's Sunday. I think I'll be Tuesday. Yeah, I can't on Monday. I've got to earn my pay. But baby, I'm on the wake up. I thought I'd really so. Somebody got me. When she don't get in trouble, that's right. Down and dirty, Lord, I gotta give me some. Down and dirty, whiskey, go get it, Lord. Down and dirty, Lord, you make me feel so fine. Down and dirty, Lord, my women are good. Down and dirty.
Hi, I'm Steve Gillette.
No, I'm Steve Gillette, and I'm a team player.
No, I am Steve Gillette. You better recognize.
No, we're Steve Gillette.
No, I'm Steve Gillette. And when I'm not hosting radioactivity, I tune in to Rock On Radio.
Rock on!
Welcome to Rock On Radio, Carol.
Hey, Claire. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for calling.
Well, you guys.
Danny is here.
You're the heartbeat.
Oh, thanks. He's making a face. I think it's a good face, though.
We just whenever you're ready, I'll jump in anytime. I don't want to interrupt you two.
Oh,
right.
I just
chime in.
You know,
Madison and I were having a great conversation anyway.
Yeah.
Fine.
See, have you met Madison yet, Carol?
I don't think so.
I'm not sure.
Oh, well, you'll have to do that. Madison is our social media maven, and she's very quick-witted. For someone of her youth, she is very quick-witted.
Well, I have to say, these days I need to surround myself with quick-witted people. My wittedness is whittling down.
Even I feel that, and I shouldn't even be there yet.
Right?
But I'm like, man, I was sure funny back in middle school.
Back in middle school.
Yeah, back in the olden days.
You want to guess how old she is,
Carol? 25.
Yeah, well,
she wishes.
In Pennsylvania.
See? No,
I'm 20 years old.
20?
That's a pretty good guess, though. I don't know if I'd be able to guess that just off someone's voice. That's pretty solid.
See, there you go. How are you, Carol Lester? I don't want to interrupt you and Claire. So, are you guys done or?
I was just.
And Claire's like, yeah. Just get
her
on with it.
Showing her some appreciation for her always unruffled, kind, loving manner.
You know, I've talked to more than several people, and they all glorify Claire. Now, I don't know if that's for putting up with me or if that's because she is fabulous or a combination of both, but she will hear as the night goes on.
Well, the two of you together are a quadratically equational.
Can you spell that?
Quadratic. Let's see. Quadratic equation for beauty and love and harmony in the world. So.
Wow.
So nice.
I have never been accused of that before. Thank you, Carol.
Beautiful
now,
sentiment.
Carol, I have asked some of the other people who've called. Do you have a favorite Rock On Radio moment or anything you in particular that has stood out for you over the years with the?
Well, I have to say that I tune in, and then all of a sudden I hear somebody and I'm like, I got to go see their show. So I would say that it's kind of continual. If I'm ever having a slump in a weekend, or if I'm trying to or if I'm procrastinating, I'm not really trying to procrastinate. That's not something I need to try for. But I think, all right, I haven't been in the studio. I haven't fired up the mics. I haven't written anything, but finding other musicians who I really appreciate is a great thing to do. Then I just kind of dial into your station and take a listen, and I'm always inspired to go out and see some shows. So, and some people have become friends, and some people I sing harmony with, and some people sing harmony with me, and others I just admire from afar. So, you guys have been a resource for me for,
well, that's so cool. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad that you've made connections through us. And this show has had that habit over the years. I've connected with so many people, and so many people that have come on have connected with others. And there's actually been bands formed from the Christmas Spectacular every year.
The children you've birthed. I mean, just think.
Right. Yep. And as soon as I have the next one, I am not having any more. I can tell you that. But I'm kind of cracking up a little bit because the people that I admire from afar is usually because I have a restraining order But I'm glad that you get to admire them from up close. That's
Right.
fantastic.
I'm not as creepy till you get to know me.
So you have another songwriter event coming up on May 3rd, is it? Next week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sunday, I hope it's not next week. I'm not ready. I think it's 2 weeks. I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Sunday, May 3rd. So my little organization, Sea and Sky Songwriters, we were on a we were in a, what's that called when you anyway, we were in New York for a little while at a place called
Restraining
Fish
order?
Bar.
No, we're off of that. Okay.
No, we were at Fish Bar in New York, and then before that we were at Mutiny Beach, and now I've kind of the Bradley Beach Arts Council was interested in seeing if Bradley Beach would be interested in attending, and the neighboring communities at the Perfect Perk Cafe Coffee House. So it's an
nice.
event sponsored by the Bradley Beach Arts Council, and there's going to be Tony Tedesco with Gorgo Beach, and also Shotgun Curly, and Ms. G, who I don't know if you know,
Ms. G, yeah.
she has been recording some of her originals. So, yeah, right. So everyone gets to hear her on her fantastic, inspiring blues journeys. And, but she doesn't get a lot of time to, feature her originals. And then, I don't know if you know S. Hunter Gray.
No, not familiar with that one.
Okay. All right. Well, we're all going to be there on Sunday afternoon, May 3rd, between 2 and 5 at in Bradley Beach at Perfect Perk on Main Street.
Oh, fantastic.
So, yeah, it should be fun. Residency. That's what the word was. We had a New York City residency. That's
So they try to tell us.
right. I think that's like one step to the side of committed patient. I'm not sure what that is.
I have a friend who has a band that's called Asylum Choir, and that's
I love that.
That's what their T-shirts say: "Commit yourself." You know.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Well, do you going forward? Do you have any more recording plans?
So I have been recording. I have an album of jazz standards that got accepted by Warner Chappell Publishing,
right?
Which was pretty exciting. But then the terms they offered were really not exciting. So I think I'm gonna. I contacted Crucial Music and a couple other catalogs, and I might just release it. It's really lovely. It's my friend Peter Moffat on jazz piano, and drummer from New York City on drums, and it's a lovely album. And then I've got a bunch of covers that I never released, but you don't know till you get to the second chorus what it actually is, because I get a little too creative when I do covers. So it takes quite a while before people are like, wait a minute, I know this song.
Well, there you go. All right, Carol, I got to let you go because I have another call coming in. But thank you so much for taking time out of your day and reminiscing about Rock on Radio. Thank you very
Well,
much.
thank you so much for being Rock on Radio. You're like, you guys are a rock for me. So thank you.
Oh, that's nice to hear. Rock on, my friend.
Rock on. Take care.
All right, Carol.
Welcome to Rock on Radio, Mark.
Hello, hello, hello. How are you this evening?
Good. Your maiden voyage on the air.
Yes, absolutely.
The very exciting thing is that Mark is our new sponsor coming next week. So take it away.
Yes, we're very excited. Hey, first, can I just say congratulations on 17 years of Rock on Radio and giving indie artists and indie music an avenue to be heard. I mean, it's great. I just absolutely couldn't believe when I found out 17 years. So congratulations.
Thanks. I'm not that old. Danny's speechless. Hold on. He's about to say something. Go ahead.
You come to me on this anniversary. You want this partnership. What's happening, Mark? How are you?
How are you, Danny? Great to talk to you.
So, 17 years of this stuff.
Amazing. Yeah, and thank you for that.
Well, now, I got to be careful how I word this, because I was about to say, when was the first time I exposed myself to you? But that would not go well. So, when was the first time you were exposed to this program? Was that through? Go ahead.
No, it was through Claire. I mean, I knew of the program, okay, for quite a few years now. But I gotta be honest, and you're probably going to cut me off on this one, but I
Claire, cut him off. Don't even let him speak.
I have the power.
She cuts me off all the time.
Yeah. But when, I'm not a musician, okay? So I have to be honest. I started listening in the past year or so, and it's just been phenomenal. I mean, like the banter between the two of you and just, the music too, is just phenomenal. And I think, and I've visited the Christmas show, and it was absolutely amazing. And I hope to be a regular there. The chili was amazing. The music was amazing. The people were amazing. It was great. So I really came on board, I guess, in the past year, and it's been great.
Well, welcome to the family.
Well, the funny thing
Thank
about
you.
Mark is that he's being modest, because Mark does a lot of the background sound. And did you do lights too, Mark? But you did most of the
I did
sound
lights.
and stuff and lights at Mercer County Community College? No, Mercer County Park. When we
Mercer
did
County
the,
Park's amphitheater, yeah.
So when we had Patricia was up there, who had been on our show, and we had the what did Art call it? Was it the City of Angels Rockathon, or what was that called again?
It was City of Angels Rock Fest.
Yeah, Rock Fest. That was
Rock
that at
Fest.
Mercer County
Yeah,
Park?
that was at Mercer County Park, and the picture I took of Patricia on stage, you can see Mark in the curtain behind it. I took a picture from Rock Fest, and he was there behind the scenes.
How long were you doing the sound there, Mark?
I was doing the lights and just basically helping out with stage stuff. One of the directors for Mercer County, let's see, I want to say a few years from the time it was built until he retired. Just helping out. Doug, I'm not going to mention the company name. I don't want to give away free airtime here. But, but the company that was doing it, and I kind of got familiar with the amphitheater setup and the stage setup. And I had worked at City Gardens. Oops, there it goes again. I had done other stuff in the past, so I was familiar, and the county guys, they weren't. So I kind of stepped in, volunteered, and kind of became a regular. It was a fluke, and met Art, and that's how this all transpired. And to find out that Claire actually had a picture from way back then, which just blew my mind. It was
so funny, because I sent it to him, and I'm like, oh yeah, it was the Rock Fest. And I sent him the picture, and he said, that's me right behind the curtain. That was wild.
And I'm not totally hidden behind. Danny's probably scratching his head like, wait a minute, how can you see behind the curtain? I was literally the man behind the curtain, but half of me was out.
That's right. We saw your face.
That's how you.
Well, my band has played that amphitheater on. I've played there on several occasions.
With
various bands with Boss Radio AM Gold, and Kevin Toft played at one time. And one of the things I must say about that, Mark, is that backstage, that facility has the nicest porta potties I have ever seen in my life.
It's all about priorities.
That's it. They're an actual trailer, right? With little running water.
Yeah, there's showers in them, and I'm like, whoa. Is there a Murphy bed in here somewhere? I'm ready to move in. You walk out in the morning, you got nature.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It's a great venue.
Yeah. Do you have, since you're kind of a newbie, do you have a favorite Rock on Radio memory or anything that
He may not want to say it on air.
I do, but I'm not. I'm going to save myself the embarrassment. And Claire, I think it was, yeah. That was. Claire knows exactly what I'm talking
Danny
about.
comment.
Yes, it was. I'm just going to leave it there. I just couldn't believe you went there, but that's to be expected with Rock on Radio. So.
What, to the porta potties?
No. Never mind. But anyway, Mark, we're so glad you're coming on board. So with Code 3, and we'll be introducing you guys in May. So that'll be wonderful.
Thank you so much. We're happy, thrilled to be a part. And thank you so much for helping get the word out there for these animals too, and helping to, make more folks aware of the need. And it's going to be exciting. I can't wait. This summer's going to be fantastic.
Well, we are glad to do it with you and partner with you, Mark. And thanks for calling, man.
Yeah, sure. Thanks for having me. All righty. Bye-bye.
All right. Rock on, my friend.
Take care.
This is a song for a dog. This is a song for a dog. Do you want a treat? Do you want a treat? And this is a song for a dog. This is a song for a dog. Do you want a belly rub? Do you want a belly rub? So many dogs out there licking our faces. They're taking up bed space. It's their oasis. They're lacking social graces. They're kissing our faces, but we don't care. We don't care. 'Cause there's never been a love. There's never been a love this pure. No, there's never been a love. There's never been a love this pure. So give me more, give me more, give me more, give me more, give me more. Is a song for a dog, for all dogs. No, there's never been a love. There's never been a love this pure. So give me more, give me more, give me more, give me more.
Welcome to the show, Paul.
Hey, Claire.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. Did you just try FaceTiming me first?
No, I didn't realize it was going to be FaceTime, so I just hit whatever, I hit the link between you, me, and I guess it was Mark. So I didn't realize that was, so anyway.
We're here. You're here. Yay.
You want to talk about it, Paul? I'm all here. I'm here for you, man. I'm here for you.
Thanks.
Thanks,
man. You always are. You always are.
I'm trying for you. I'm trying. I really am. What's happening, Mr. Marzano?
Hey, congratulations. Happy anniversary again.
Well, thank you. You played the 15th, and then
I did.
Then flew off to Italy literally hours later.
Literally, I was on my way to the airport, and I was like, I have time this is my slot. I'm in. Packed up, left, got on a plane. That was fun.
Hysterical.
That was
And
fun.
it was exciting and fun, man. I have to tell you.
You know, and I can say that there have been others who have gone above and beyond, but not many. But nobody has ever done that for me, and I truly appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I went above and beyond the clouds on that one, literally. So,
Yes, you did.
unfortunately, this year a lot less exciting. So this is just a phone in. No exciting performances, no flights to Europe, but I'm just as happy to do it.
That's good.
Well, I will say that you've been involved in this program probably for at least
since Cafe Artiste, so at least 6 years.
Six, 7 years now. Yeah.
Oh, Madison.
6, 7.
Her hands are moving.
Yes.
And I consider you one of not only a guest but one of my friends now.
I really appreciate that, and same back to you guys, both of you guys.
That's right.
I mean, and I can't thank you enough again for it was Marzano that pulled the strings with Trevelise and
That's right.
You know,
got
us on air to promote the Trenton Makes Music movie. And I don't know if you listened to that segment or not, Paul, but Trev was very nice to me.
Yeah, no, he was cool. I actually the next day I just thanked him, and he was like, "Oh, it was great." He's enthusiastic, and I figured, you know what, it was right up his alley. He's the show's in Trenton,
right?
He's a music aficionado. He loves, he's a DJ. Obviously, he loves music. He was on all the shows, and I thought just your story, just you alone, and then you combine it with, the film and all that history. Well, what a great,
it was good.
sort of no brainer segment to me, anyway.
That's true. That's true.
And I hope you had fun, because it's always fun going into those stations, when you can.
Right.
Yeah,
I've actually had the opportunity to go on, like Dennis and Judy. I won a chili contest. Dennis and Judy had a chili contest like 10 years ago now.
Of course,
that's amazing.
And
of course you won.
Of course you won.
And 10 or 12 years ago, at I Play America in Freehold. And they had all the restaurants from the Freehold area, and then they had a home cooks category, and there were I think 10 of us that entered the home cooks category, and I wound up winning. And part of the prize was 2 hours of airtime with Dennis and Judy.
Oh, that's cool.
That is cool. Hey, listen, I love coming to support you every year, but 50% of the reason is to get more of your chili at the Christmas party. So,
well,
it's half the reason, but not the whole reason. You're definitely the other half. Yeah.
That's that's true.
Half chili, half Claire. That's what you said.
That's true.
Right. Where does Danny Coleman fit in? I don't know.
Yeah,
he's there. We know he's there.
My show's got his name. Madison's here with us tonight as well,
right.
Paul.
Yes.
You remember Madison from the party? I think you were there.
Yeah.
When,
yeah.
She looks like one of Claire's daughters.
But taller.
Just
but
two
taller.
of them stacked on top of each other.
Taller version. Hey, Madison.
Hello.
So, do you have a Rock on Radio memory you wish to share with the world?
I have to say, selfishly, my Rock on memory involves you and Claire. And I don't know if this counts as a Rock on Radio memory, but when you guys hosted my album release party back at Brick, and that was a thrill for me because I'd gotten to be on the show first, right? You had me on, Danny.
I think you were on twice because you came in for Serenade too.
That's right.
Yep.
Well, that's you're right. I did come in twice. The first album, and then the second album was Whispers of a Song, and that was just. I still have the pictures, and occasionally they come at my memories. And and sometimes, Danny, there's a picture of Claire on the microphone. It looks like she's singing, and every time it's her birthday, I use it. And there's a new quote every year. Claire.
Hair
Singing.
Clenwood.
Hair Clenwood, that's her stage name.
That's right. Well, it beats seducer Claire, which is what you call me.
Right.
I was like, wait, what?
Hair Clenwood, right? Singing "Stairway to Heaven" or something, whatever it is. I just pick a song every year, and inevitably, Danny, people comment, "Wow, you're a singer." No, she's not.
I actually am, but I wasn't singing at the picture.
I've never heard you sing.
Well, you have to show up.
That adds an entire new dimension.
I sing in church.
Okay, I think I could hear it. Danny Coleman and Claire Henwood or Hair Clenwood duo. Yeah, like the new Peaches and Herb.
Oh no!
There's a void.
That wouldn't add a new dimension. It'd be new dementia if that's what. That's what happened there. Let me tell you.
New dimension.
You know what? Yeah. Right. That sounds like a boy band 70 years later. New dementia. Oh God.
Gosh. But Paul, you are one of my favorite people and songwriters, and you just entertain so well. You're a great entertainer. I love how you're like my Jimmy Buffett, my local Jimmy Buffett, because you have a way with phrases and lyrics and just a lot of fun.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And you reminded me. I'm preparing to go into the studio to release that little Jimmy Buffett song I wrote. That. One more Buffett song. So I'm trying to get that done.
I'll come
hopefully
in and
next
do
couple of
backup
months.
for you.
That great. Well, you say you can sing. Let's
right.
put it on video.
All right.
Or on audio, I should say. But no, thanks for the kind words, both of you guys. I really do appreciate all the support, and happy to support when I can back, and that you guys are friends. More than just radio people or. People on the scene, you're true friends, and I can't thank you enough for that.
Awesome.
Well, and likewise, sir. And in all honesty, we were thrilled to be asked to MC your CD release party.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun, and it was was a little special too, not just for me, but I think for everybody involved in anything during that time. Remember, it was 2022. We were just, coming out of the throes of COVID, and things were just starting to open up a little bit, and just having a night out was extra special.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Great. Yeah, it was
Yep.
great. Yeah, appreciated that. We have to get together soon.
That it was. Well, Claire played. What was that first song by Marzano? Who let the dogs out?
For the dogs.
Oh, for the dogs.
Otis, really ode to Otis, really. So, because he's in it too. So.
Yeah, it was Otis and Rosie barking at the end and throughout. But that was great. For all dogs. My right. little dog song. Because I know you said Marc
because he does
some type of transportation for rescue dog, which sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I've got
yes, he teaches them how to drive.
Yeah, exactly.
Stop.
And how to play poker. How do you think them velvet paintings come along?
Yeah,
the dogs playing poker.
Yeah.
No.
Canines with cards and cars. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah, Claire's got one in her living room right next to the Velvet Elvis.
Really?
Exactly.
And then I keep trying to get her to have somebody commission an artist to paint myself in my velvet purple smoking jacket with the ascot and a cigar and her dog Misty next to me. But she won't go for it.
No,
Paul.
I'm sorry.
I'll do it. That sounds epic.
Madison will do it.
I need to see this coat. I need to see this purple velvet coat.
I just painted that picture in my mind, and I'm gonna sleep well tonight. That is a beautiful thought. It's the kind of thing you could just drift off into sleep with instead of counting sheep. Just imagining Danny in a freaking purple velvet jacket with a pipe.
Oh, a cigar. A cigar, no pipe.
Oh, a cigar. Okay.
Yeah, a cigar.
Either way. Yeah. Glass of cognac. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I could have sniff through there. We could.
Cheers.
Yeah.
See how stuff just grows, man? It grows.
I think nowadays you could just do AI and just like conjure that whole thing up. So
Well,
You
we're
could.
gonna go out on another one of your
yes,
tunes.
I want to do standing room only, admissions free, because I think it's
Nice.
very appropriate for us. So
Hey, that's
love
right.
it.
You know, you start. Yeah, start. You know, you can start at the bottom. You can go up, you can go down, but it's all about the people who take the ride with you and
Exactly.
lift you up when you're down. So that is an appropriate song.
I'll take the standing room only with you guys at the bottom.
That's right. Either way.
Paul, thank you so much, man, for everything.
Thank you so much for everything,
And-
Danny and Claire, and thanks for having me on.
And like I told Keller earlier, there's a handful of people that I can say this to and mean it, but I love you, man. Thank you for everything you've done for me.
Love you guys.
All
Thanks
right.
again so much.
Rock on.
Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Rock on.
I've been high, I've been low, I've been the star of this shit show. I've been well received, remembered and forgotten. They say it's lonely at the top, but it's standing room only at the bottom. It's standing room only at the bottom. It's standing room only at the bottom. You don't need a ticket, admission's free. If you want to, you can stand next to me. But when it gets crowded, they push and shove, 'cause anyone's trying to crawl back up. I've been the man, I've been the joke. Lit it up, went down in smoke, and I escaped some real bad breaks until I caught 'em. They say it's lonely at the top, but it's standing room only at the bottom. It's standing room only at the bottom. Yeah, yeah. I've been adored, I've been hated. I set the trends, I've been outdated. And I wrote more words to this verse, but I forgot them. They say it's lonely at the top, but it's standing room only at the bottom. You don't need a ticket to get down here. Funny how people seem to reappear. Haven't I seen your face before, girl? I don't mind seeing it one time more. I've been high, I've been low, I've been the star of this freak show. I come up smelling like a rose till things turn rotten. They say it's lonely at the top. It can be lonely at the top, but you know what? I'll tell you what, honey. Happy I met you at the bottom, down in the muck, trying to get back up. Things could only get better if we're in this together, together, together. Standing room only at the bottom. Down in the muck, trying to get back up. Things can only get better if we're in this together, together, together.
Hey, this is Marc Swersky. I am a New Jersey born, bred, raised songwriter, record producer, music consultant, who is also incredibly honored to have Mr. Danny Coleman and Miss Claire Henwood as I consider my great friends. Danny, Claire, what you guys do for the music industry and for just general entertainment in the state of New Jersey is priceless. You understand that, yes, you need to have the people who have, some status out there to help boost your numbers, but you guys are the first ones to take an unknown, give them a chance, give them a forum, give them the ability to get themselves out there. And in the world that we live in now, which is pretty much the me world, you guys absolutely and unequivocally give it to the independent, unknown artist. So from me to you guys, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I can't wait to see you guys again soon. And just keep on keeping on. You guys are the best. Peace.
Welcome to Rock On Radio.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Chris. Good.
What's happening, Chris?
Hey, Danny. Congratulations, by the way.
Well, we greatly appreciate that, sir. Thank you very much, and thank you for being a guest of this program on multiple occasions.
I'll tell you what. You're such a gem to find and discover, and it's been great. You know, I've interacted with many a DJ and stuff, but you are by far my favorite. For some reason, I just feel a kinship with you.
Nice.
Wow.
Maybe it's the drumming. I don't know what it is, but your interview style's great, and it's interesting because I listen to your show periodically, when I can, and you don't really have many artists like Bamberdos on. A lot of it's like bluesy and more rock and roll, but I'll tell you, I feel at home at with you and with Claire and everybody there, and it's great. It's like family.
Well, thank you very much, Chris. Thank you very much. Chris Pingor here, of course, of Bamberdost.
That's right.
And we appreciate that. It's funny because nobody ever accused me of having style before, Chris. So that's kind of cool, man. I like that.
You and me both.
Madison's sitting over here shaking her head like, "Yeah, what's up with that? I don't get it."
No, you got great. I mean, clearly, if you've got a purple velvet jacket, you must have pretty good style. I wasn't aware. You're never rolling up here in purple velvet jackets, but
thankfully,
I'll have to get it.
Dude, please, I want to try it on.
They're mocking my purple velvet smoking jacket.
I'm actually being so serious. I'm being so serious. That sounds so baller.
Yeah, it's funny when you get to a certain age, you just don't care anymore.
That's right. Yeah, matter of fact, I haven't showered in about 3 weeks, so that's what that's where we're at right about now, man. I just don't care.
I can tell.
See, Madison can
every
tell.
time a draft comes this way, you.
Wow. I don't know what's worse about that, Chris, that they actually believe me, or that there's a draft in here, because this room is like solidly sealed.
Well, luckily your studio space is pretty large, so they don't have to sit right next to you.
Yeah, I've been scooting a couple inches further away this whole time. He just hasn't noticed yet.
They can't help themselves, Chris. They can't.
No, of course not. But that's all right.
Now
That's
that
why
you
we
said
love
I
you.
have style, they're going to be all over me when
Yeah,
the
I'm
phone calls
jealous.
on.
no style is a style.
Yeah, I used to have a favorite pickup line. It was like, "Does this rag smell like ether?" But when they started turning it on me, and I woke up 3 miles down the road, I kind of put an end to that.
I went through a big serial killer phase for a very long time, and then creeped quite a few people out at one point.
I don't even know. I don't even want an explanation. Huh?
It's very interesting. I used to study serial killers. Like my education, I'm a psychologist by education. And so I always found forensics to be interesting. And then I had kids. And the day I had my son, and you met Desmond, he was in the studio that one day. That was the day I actually I got rid of all of my serial killer books. And they weren't fictional. This is all nonfiction stuff. I haven't picked up a book on serial killers in 13 years. And it was such a paradigm shift. I was crying at Hallmark commercials. Like, it was unbelievable, the change in, they talk about women's changes, right? But they never discuss the changes men go through.
When they give up serial killers?
Yeah, I had I developed a softer side. I had a very dark sense of humor, and that kind of side of me is kind of gone. But it's been replaced by something better. But I can't joke about that stuff anymore. I have kids, and it hits different.
Yeah, it does.
So,
I get it.
yeah. Yeah. But,
Claire, what did I send you, Claire? By them, were you able to open it? No.
Yeah. Did you send me something?
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna look it up on Apple Music.
Oh, okay. Chris, pick a tune.
If I were to, my favorite tune that we've done would be Small Shoes. Happens to be my favorite. The fans seem to really be enjoying Homosexual these days, so that seems to be the one. Yeah, there's also known as When the Trash Takes Itself Out, about people living on your couch and you're finally getting them out of the house, kind of a thing. But it's both of those are if you want to go fan favorite, go with Homosexual. If you want to go with mine, Small Shoes.
I'm going with Small Shoes.
Small Shoes. So what's Bamberdos have coming up down the road?
Well, this week we're playing the Princeton Porch Fest.
Okay.
And then
what porch are you going to be on?
We're going to be on 41 Jefferson.
Oh.
We're going to go on at 3:00, and looking forward to that. Princeton's always been a great place to play. And then we got the House of Trash and Brick in June, and it will be in Asbury Park in July. And can I plug one other thing? I had spoken to you about this. My old band, we had a ska band called Death in the Arena. We are getting back together to raise money for my singer's family who passed away, last year, tragically, only 39 years old with 2 children. So we're reunited, releasing 3 albums this year. And the first album's due out May 8th. It's going to be called The Champion Sounds. And we're going to, play a couple shows coming up too. But we got guys all over the country, so the logistics are being worked out, and but that's a big one too. That's it's very personal for me, because of my loss of my cousin. So sadly.
Right, and we're gonna get you in here when you get that together, right?
Yes, we're definitely planning on coming in for sure.
Now, before I let you go and we play Small Shoes, you are going to be at 41 Jefferson Street at 3 p.m.
Yep.
You want to stick around for the act that follows you at 4 p.m.
Okay.
It is the gentleman who wrote the theme song to this program, Charles Larita.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
Yep, Charles Larita and the Mischief. They have like a 3-piece horn section.
Okay.
Phenomenal bass player, fantastic drummer, and Charles is a real shredder on guitar, man. And
that's amazing. I checked out every band we're playing with, and they're all just amazing musicians. It's the great thing about Porch Fest is I get to I love all sorts of music, and Danny, because we share drummers all the time.
Right.
But I'll listen to anything from jazz to punk and ska, and so it's the best place to get to see bands outside of my genre, that I play, and
right.
And I'm really excited because we got some really good acts on that bill.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yes,
and I'll
do.
make sure I talk to the guys after and let them know. I'll tell them you were asking about them.
That's fantastic. Yep, Charles knows me well. So
yeah, no, fantastic.
So that's great, man. All right, maybe if I get out Saturday, I'll come to 41 Jefferson Road and check that out.
Yeah.
So, all right, man. All right, Chris.
And wear the purple jacket.
The purple velvet smoking jacket. Correct. Correct. I got to do it just for Madison now. So, she doesn't even. She's out.
I'll tell you. Paul will rock that jacket if you let him borrow it for the show.
I know he will. Well, Chris, man, thank you for being so supportive of Rock on Radio, and anytime you need us, we're here, man.
No, thank you, and thank you for doing all that you do. And again, congratulations, 17 years, and hopefully another 17 to follow. Yeah. Well, actually, hopefully you get to retire, but 17 would be nice.
We'll get 3, maybe.
Make it 17 hours. I don't know. All right, Chris. Rock on, my friend.
All right. Well, thank you, guys. And again, congratulations. And I'm looking forward to seeing you again soon, sometime maybe, September or something.
All right. Fantastic. You're always welcome.
All right.
Rock on.
Take care. Rock on, guys. Rock on.
Small shoes, easy to fill, easy around place. Insecure, fragile, worn through, unravel. Say my prayers, keep my faith. I'm fed up with the truth, but I don't wanna give you more than you can handle. Wasted and weightless, floating adrift. Love where we live when he doesn't exist. Prepare to crash land, all systems go down. He's got you got me bound. Stand with, harder to pull, when it's chasing the dragon. Patience is a virtue, they will fight and curse you for wasting my time. I'd hit him with my fist, but I don't wanna give him any satisfaction. Wasted and weightless, floating adrift. Love where we live when he doesn't exist. Prepare to crash land, all systems go down. He's got you got me bound. In a dozen other things, expensive jackets and bullets. We make a pretty different team. Can I hold you? Can I kiss you? Wasted and weightless, floating adrift. Love where we live like it doesn't exist. Prepare to crash land, the systems go down. He's got you got me bound. You got me.
I was within 2 days. I was a guest on Easter Sunday in 2015. From that scary little drive all the way down past Columbus somewhere, several different moves. I've watched this whole thing change from that scary little thing to the glamorous show that it is today. Thanks to your stay-to-itiveness, is that a word? And your dedication to the music scene. That's why you're so well loved. Keep going. 17 more, you can do it.
With these kids out having fun, times will probably hurt no more. Saturday mornings in the summer, I break at the Ladylake Street track. Ride 40 minutes down in town. Spend the day at the trestle across the creek, just messing around. Late in the afternoon, have to hitchhike home. I used to dream about riding forever, never come on back. Hypnotized by the rhythm, them big steel wheels take on the track. Every Saturday, oh, some long hours riding that railroad song. Saturday night, dog tired, I'd be in bed. Yeah, I had a fan on the chair by the window, couldn't afford the air conditioning fan. Late in the summer night, you could hear that sound. unload, load up, and pull out. Carrying everything from Madison, every direction I'm bound. I used to dream about riding the river, never come on back. Hypnotized by the rhythm, big steel wheels make on the track. Every night, oh, summer long, I was dreaming that railroad song.
I'm Adriana Groza, a fluid acrylics artist, and you're listening to Danny Coleman's Rock on Radio.
Hey, Danny, Claire, and Madison. This is Tommy K from Trenton Makes Music. I just wanted to wish you a very happy 17th anniversary. Because round for round and pound for pound, Rock on Radio is the greatest show in town. Keep it up. I'll be out there listening. Rock on!
Workers from the trade, we're gathered here to wash away the worries of the day.
No matter what our differences, I'm sure we'll all agree. Two words we hate to hear in a times of need. Let's go! To grant your every wish. The whiskey makes them beautiful, whoever you may pick. And every joke is funny, and everyone's a friend. So laugh it up, drink it down before they say it again. Let's go!
So I'm Matt Williams. I go by the Williamsboy, nickname Billy. I met Danny Coleman in 2009. He gave me an opportunity to play some original music, and we formed a friendship from then that has blossomed, and I hold him in esteem because he's a genuine person and he cares about original music. And we had a blast over the years. Doing different events, doing different radio talk shows with him, different appearances, and his birthday bash was awesome. That was fun. Claire has always been awesome. She's always steadfast and positive. If you could bottle that energy up and sell it, you'd be a millionaire. I'm just thankful for Rock on Radio, Danny Coleman, Claire, everybody who puts it together. Because without original music and a voice and a platform to get it out there, it's never heard. And it's absolutely essential, more so now than I think any time, because of the world we live in. And I admire Danny, and I love him, and I love Claire. They're just great, genuine people. So I'm very thankful and grateful for Rock on Radio, Danny Coleman and the crew. Here's to another 17 years.
Never one to complain, never the one to judge. Grew up with a broken world that weren't familiar with love. The cost of being like everybody else is more expensive than just being yourself. Caught on to her, watching others make the rules. Never made sense how strangers get to tell you what to do. Strangers tell you what to do. Well, I watched my mama climb mountains. Never heard her complain about the situation. She'd just pray. Went to learn about Jesus, how he loved the poor. But if the check didn't clear, the gate was locked. Couldn't get to his door. Caught on to it early, watching others make the rules. Never made sense to me how strangers get to tell you what to do. These eyes have seen so many things. A man wouldn't recommend. All the lives of men, a wicked web of spin, killing slowly what we knew. And strangers tell you what to do. Numbers tell the age, not the battlefield you knew. What really matters is the actions measured by what you do. And I hope you'll be strong. Remember from where you came. Don't let the outside darkness cast its shadow upon your days. Catch on to it early, watch how others make the rules. Never make sense of how strangers get to tell you what to do. Strangers don't know what to do.
Hello, this is Jim, Papa Chadle. Danny, happy anniversary. I've been on the show many times with my daughter, Laura Chadle, and I thank Danny for breaking with tradition and having my jazz group on. Danny, many happy returns, happy anniversary, always a great time coming on your show, always great people. Appreciate it. Happy anniversary.
Well, producer Claire, there you have it. 17 years of rock on radio. I know we missed a ton of stuff.
Yeah, it's hard to capture it all.
And I know that there's, much more that we could have talked about.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to remember 17 years. They used to, when I first started on WIFI, they would, at the end of the night, give me my show on a compact disc. And I used to have to go home and burn it to my computer and download it and send it out to people like Gary at New Jersey Stage, the Penguin Rocks. And it's been a big journey, like on the website, DCROR.com. You can see everywhere we've stopped.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always been fun. Now I've kind of gravitated a little bit away from the Jersey Shore for whatever the reason might be. Nothing purposefully done, but then we also have the South Jersey starting to come in.
Yeah.
So we've been in this area here in Hunterdon County, so things are getting better,
Yeah, and considering that we weren't planning on doing this show until this week.
Yeah, Wednesday night or Tuesday night, I guess.
Tuesday, Monday. You're like, wait, it falls on.
Holy cow, it falls on the actual date. We got to do something.
Yeah.
I knew there was a reason why. Serendipity, I guess, that we didn't book anybody for this week.
Yeah. And for me, I look back, I went back and I took a lot of pictures when I first started, and every show, and I've kept. I have a share folder. I have several now because each one holds 5,000 pictures. So I have 2 at least.
Wow.
Folders of Rock on Radio photos of the shows and the reactions and going back, and it was a nice. Right. It was a walk down memory lane. I've been here 8 years? 8 years, yeah. 2018.
And it's nice to look back and look at the friends we made, the friends we've lost.
Yeah, that's what I did. I made the list from looking back.
Right, and I had so many co-hosts over the years. I mean, Floyd had her own fan club. BC was off the charts. I mean, there was just so many different things.
Cal was in.
Cal Schwartz, Mary Ann, my daughter.
Yeah.
Actually, I gotta say, we didn't get to play it. Maybe we'll go out on that one. The original theme song was from a woman by the name of Pauline Killonen, and she wrote she is from actually. Oh gosh, it begins with a K. I can't believe I can't. Shirley Bunting is from the same town, in up near Vancouver.
What's the name of the song?
It's called Unlucky.
Oh, good. I picked
Pauline Killonen wrote it, and she recorded this because she was a singer-songwriter from Canada, and not Nova Scotia, the other coast up above Seattle, British Columbia.
Mm-hmm.
Whew, there you go.
That's Vancouver area.
Yeah, she's about an hour north of Vancouver. Kelowna, British Columbia.
Mm-hmm.
And she was a singer-songwriter who had won a contest up there and got to record 3 or 4 songs with Bryan Adams's band.
Oh, cool.
And her and I became online friends on MySpace because I heard her music and I reached out to her. And this was like 06, 07, something like that.
Mm.
And I reached out to her and I was like, hey, I love your music. I'm just doing this radio show. If you want to send it to me for airplay. And she did. So when I got the music, I used it as the theme song.
Oh, cool.
We'll
And
play.
your theme song was called Unlucky?
Unlucky. Well, think about how this show
I know.
started. A back injury
I know.
and then a job loss. And
Oh, no, I'm just laughing. It's appropriate. I just think it's funny that you chose that.
and I had just gone through a brutal divorce. So there was not a lot going right for me.
And anything you touch breaks or doesn't
True.
work.
So, and since I began doing this show, it's my life has definitely turned. There have been fantastic people have come. Many of them have stayed. Some have passed away, as we said earlier. Before we go, 2 things. Number one, do you have in the 8 years you've been here? Is there anything that stands out for you? Because we don't really talk about it.
No, we don't. I mean, I was going through all those photos, and I kind of was thinking about that too. I wrote a few things down of my more favorite shows and things of that nature, the moments. I think it's the people. I don't care how popular or how famous people are. I enjoy hearing and getting to know the people that are on the show, and then seeing them other places is been great. And how it started as I was chocolate eclair. And brought stuff. I was just I remember my first you want to say my first joke on air. I actually remember it because I was like frightened to talk. I had never done radio, and I remember there was something about mispronouncing names, and everybody was laughing and saying different ones, and I said esophagus for esophagus, and it was like. It broke the ice, and then from then on in, I was in. But I remember they were like, "You're great. It's fine. You guys you're doing good." So
yeah. And back then, you were just kind of hanging out, and then you became the producer, and then when Art fell ill, you became the engineer and producer, and now you're you literally have been for quite some time my right arm, and. I can't imagine doing this program without you anymore. So, thank you for dedicating your time Sunday nights and now, other nights and all the events we've done together.
Yeah.
It's funny, people, Danny Coleman's Rock on Radio, but get Danny and Claire. People look at us like it's not just my show anymore, and I have never been more okay with anything in my life. So after 17 years of helping musicians get their music out there, and to all of them I say thank you for allowing me into their lives, and because most of them stay,
right.
But
I think that has a lot to do with you, and you don't get enough. I mean, you get a lot of credit, but I think people see what you do and think I could do that, or you have a gift of how you deal with people, and I think that comes through. It's your heart. It's how you treat people, and the ease in which you get them to talk, which I think is not an easy thing. People take that for granted.
I've had people say that to me.
Yeah.
How did you get her to do that? How did I
or,
can't.
or they get to the end of the show and they say, "Oh," because they get they groan in the beginning. I don't think I could talk for 2 hours. I said, "Just wait. Don't worry, we got you."
Right. So to our supporters, I can't thank you enough. To the musicians, I can't thank you enough. To our well-wishers, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And to my detractors, of which there are a few, I say to you, thank you too, because you make me aware of things that I may not otherwise see. And hopefully one day you and I can sit down and maybe discuss what makes us so different or differences in opinion.
Yeah, but I think there's few and far between of those, because you do win people over, I think, eventually.
I'm like a wart.
You are, actually.
So once again, thank you, everybody. Producer Claire, thank you. Madison has left the building, but she's been a fantastic addition. Thank you to all my affiliates. I have to thank all of them over in the UK. Not Alt UK Radio, RFTK Radio. Alt UK Radio is also one of our affiliates, and they're fantastic. But RFTK Radio in the UK has been with me for probably 15, 16, or 14, 15 of the 17 years or more. So, Jeff, thank you out there when you hear this. I appreciate all my affiliates, Sword Radio and Alt Radio UK,
Garden State,
Radio
Radio
State
Garden State
Radio, Radio Garden State. Yeah, it is now podcast over also in the UK. Baltimore Rock Radio. I mean, there have been a lot of them. Stone Cold Radio down in Florida.
Right.
Much love to the Psycho Siren and all those people down there.
Remember we had Fallen Angel Radio we had in the past.
Yep.
There was the one in Las Vegas.
She's coming back. The station was out of commission for a while, but she's coming back.
Yeah.
So
Las Vegas.
Yeah, we had the one out in Vegas, and unfortunately, there's somebody else who passed away suddenly. So,
it's been fun.
Yeah, it's been a good run. So. Next week, we do have an in-studio guest who, I don't know, my phone is busy over here.
You're watching the game.
Cooper Stomp, I believe, is the name of the band that'll be in next week.
Yep, Cooper Stomp.
So thank you all once again. Until next week, rock on!
Say, oh Lord, why me? What have I done to deserve this? Then I'd ask her why we were poor and why we never had any money. Hey, she said, just unlucky.
been said, just like my mother, no question. Then I realized that you decided